Tap in, man. This is going to be a special one tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Shout outs. Uh-oh. I can't hear myself. There you go. Ooh. Oh, you did the little settings thing, huh? Did you switch them back? Remember how you did the dynamic? They sound good, though, so we're good. As long as I sound good, we all sound good, we're good. We're good to go.
Yeah, we're good.
And this is what we do. This is what you get when we're live, right? Welcome back to the Blockout Podcast. Your boy ODM, your daddy's favorite rapper, your mama's favorite DJ. You already know. A lot of shade of brown. Back in the days, homies, we on the couch when let's talk about it. Who's over here, though?
Shit, Cristal Perez, a.k.a. La Blackiana. You already know.
Miss Mighty Duck over here. The DJ over here.
Shit, yep.
Catcher out there. The DJing, concerts, and so on and so forth. And over there behind hitting switches, let them know who it is.
The Dorothy
What's good? What's good? We back. Fresh out of Colorado boys.
Yeah, man. That shit was really, really fun getaway. It seemed like 2 days, but we'll get into it. Over to my left, ladies and gentlemen, she is back. It's been a while, and we missed her.
Back like I never left, though.
You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
too. I did.
What's up, Bella?
How y'all doing? I'm happy to be back.
Man, good to have you on the couch. I feel full, the fullness here because Money Moons isn't here today, but he'll be back next week. But hey, let's make way for our guest today. A very special guest. Yeah. Me and this homie, we go way back. I've been waiting for this sit down, this get down for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, let's give it up, man. Straight out to San Diego, Mr. Till I Die himself, Mr. Shadow.
That's right.
What's cracking, my boy? You got to turn his mic on. His mic's not on. We got to get that right. Let's get it right. Get it right. Get it tight.
Yo.
Turn them up.
Oh, there it is.
Go ahead. Talk. Yo. Nah. Switch it over to. Come on. Check.
Mic check.
He's low, dog. What does that mean?
Yo.
There we go.
You were good?
I can't.
Yeah, we straight now. We straight. Yeah. Now we straight. It was
All right,
low.
Cool,
It was low.
Cool.
We go. What's up, my boy?
Oh, chilling, man. You know.
Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
I see you've been doing your rounds in the podcast world.
Yeah, starting to. It was off and on, but yeah, now that I'm done with recording the record.
That's right. You got a reason to now.
Yeah.
That's smart. It's like why you can go on and talk about old shit all day, but you want to bring content. You want to bring substance, right?
I am bringing cheese in it, that's for sure.
Hey, get it out the bag already, homie. Well, you're already on the right platform for that, bro, because we don't go looking for it, like I always say, unless you get on the mic and show your ass. That's on you. Then it's in the universe.
Right.
But we let y'all do that, man. By the way, those are some dope-ass glasses.
Thank
homie.
you. Thank you, man.
Fuck, I need to get on that level, man.
Wait till you look through them when it's different.
They look through them?
It's crazy.
Yeah?
It like puts everything in HD and shit.
No shit.
shit.
Are those prescription or not? Okay. That was some futuristic shit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm stuck with the Ray-Ban Metas, the fucking, the ones that got cameras on them.
Oh, yeah.
Not for maniacal purposes, but just, I like to record the shows when we're on stage, right? And then just fucking get the crowd. It's like a POV.
Is it clear?
It's pretty dope. It's dope as fuck, yeah. Yeah, I cut my little reels up with
I
them.
bought some for my daughter like 2 years ago for her birthday.
Did she like them?
She used them a few times. I don't think she used them after that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be streaming on them. I mean, the battery goes, the more video you shoot.
That's probably why she didn't use them, because
Imagine.
she be out there and shit.
Your sunglasses ran out of battery.
You know what I mean? And a teenager at that, like, oh, hell no. I was like, whoa, the whole world's ending, man.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, they're cool for the most part. I love streaming with them. But, by the way, before we go any further with this sit-down, I want to remind you guys tonight, man, we got a special treat for you. Shadow and I, we cooked up something nice for you. You might have heard this song that we did together back in the day. Shadow, you want to let them know what it?
Yeah, it goes by the title of 61909.
Hey.
It was on the Till I Die album. I believe that was 98.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, like 27 years ago, 26 years.
Let that sink in, my boys
Damn,
and
that's the
girls.
year I was born.
Know what I'm
That track
saying?
goes hard. 98.
Yeah.
And what's funny is we recorded that shit right here in Corona in Crown Town.
Damn.
Let's go.
We were just talking about it, huh?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, ODM moved up. He went to the newer part of Corona.
Yeah.
No, man, but those were the days, we were coming up. And I remember, I don't know how it came about with 61909. I just remember we recorded that at Steve Vicious' pad, right?
Yeah.
And you invited me
So
down.
the way it came up, we did a show in El Centro at the old airport. It was a car show. Bobby, rest in peace, was still around, and I was in my room at the hotel waiting to go perform.
Yeah.
And I had my door open, and it was me and a couple of homies and shit. And then you were walking by, going to your room, and you just popped into my room. What's up, dog? You know what I mean? And I showed you the beat, and then
That's just coming back to me right now.
and then
You never heard? You remember that was?
and I had a little boombox playing it and shit. And then you said, "What's up, my dog? Let me get on it." I said, "All right." So you came back to Corona, and then we scheduled something for we were the weekend in El Centro, and then like Monday or Tuesday, you pulled up to Steve Vicious and recorded your verse.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Now let's keep in mind at this time, was "Till I Die" on the radio, or was it another track?
Till I Die was on the radio. That's Lisa Vasquez, the program director.
Hey, shout out to Lisa.
She's the one that got me on tour with you and Bobby to do one song, which was Till I Die,
That's right.
opening up for you guys.
She was pretty much the one the Latina in that area
Yeah.
that was really pushing for that. I
Yeah,
saw
she was
on
the
radio.
program director for Z90. Yeah,
So she ran shit,
she ran. She was the HIB.
and she believed. You know what I'm saying? And you know what it is working radio, Crystal. Like, you got to be believers. Sometimes you got to just go by your gut and not by fucking numbers. Like meaning research and shit like
Or
that.
hype.
If you know a song, if you know in your gut, and you know your market, play that shit. How would you not play "Till I Die," Mr. Shadow from San
And
Diego?
thank God I didn't even notice it that I didn't realize I wrote it without bad words, so it was even easier to get it on the air. You know what I mean? Like it has no cuss words. And I didn't even realize that till I heard it more and more and shit on the radio and people pulling up. And
So you had no street edit at all for that. No need for it.
none.
That's
I
dope.
went straight from recording it on a Sunday to the radio station because I felt so good about the song.
Uh-huh.
And she's the one that gave me a minute out of her day and said, "I'm going to give you 1 minute in my office." Played it. After the first hook and first verse, she said, "After commercial, I'm going to put you on."
Damn.
So she threw
Just
it on.
like that. That's power
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and then after that, she said, "After you're done, taking phone calls and everything, go back in my office. Go back in my office and then we're going to talk." I said, "Cool." And that's when she said, "How would you like to open up for Light of Shade of Brown on this tour that I got?"
Based off one spin?
one spin.
Crazy.
Wow.
First show I performed ever in my life was Club Vibe and TJ with you guys.
Damn.
Remember you guys?
I love hearing shit I don't
Hey,
remember.
but trip out on this. hey, trip out on this though.
The good shit, though.
Trip out on this.
Uh-huh.
You guys picked me up in that big ass Jammin' 90 bus at my hood.
I remember
apartment.
that. I remember
Oh,
that.
better than a limo.
Big ass
Yeah.
radio station
You
bus.
remember the radio station buzzes?
Yeah, Z90 blasted. Everybody thought a superstar was in there and shit. And then my fucking young ass walks in there and it's you and Bobby in the back with fucking what was his name? Gummy Bear. What the fuck was your manager's name?
Cliff?
No, that wasn't Cliff. It was that Mexican dude from up north and shit. That had a curly hair, little Mexican chunk.
Oh, Andy?
Andy
Herrera.
yeah.
What's up? Yeah. Shout
Yeah,
out
it was
to
Andy. It was Andy.
Greenside
That's the
Records,
homie. And I walked onto the bus.
He
and
called him Gummy Bear. Hold on.
Like
that's what the
that.
homies call him. and shit. He was right here. You guys were in the back. And I was like, holy shit. It was like, you know what I mean? It was crazy. So then from there, we headed to the border.
Did you? Okay, so I don't remember the club vibe. I think I kind of remember I remember Z Club. That was in Mexico too, right? Z Club.
Yeah.
Or no, that was Palm Springs.
No, Club Vibe was in TJ on the corner across from fucking Magic O's and Tequila Sunrise.
Club O, because we rapped about Club O and TJ Nato. That's a different O.
Different O.
So the vibe is when is that the one that
We actually, I think you introduced me to Little Rob when we got off stage. When I got off stage, Rob was right there waiting with this girl, and someone introduced us. And
see that I'm fucked up right now. I thought I met Shadow
love
before I
his
met
memory.
Rob.
I love it.
Man,
Sharp.
that's that ADHD,
Hell yeah.
homie. Even it's getting bad. But no, I thought I met you before Rob. Okay, that's crazy.
like I said, maybe it was somebody else that introduced me to him, but me and you were walking off stage when somebody introduced me to Rob because he was in the crowd. He went to go see your guys' performance because he didn't know who the fuck I was.
Right.
Because I was opening up for you guys with one song.
Was he out already? Did you come out before Little
No,
Rob?
he came out before me. He came out before me
With Crazy
like
the
in
album?
94, I think. I should came out in 97, 98.
Okay. Were you the first one in set? Well, out of the Chicanos to be on radio? No, that was Aztec Tribe.
Aztec
right?
Tribe.
Shout out to Aztec Tribe,
Yeah.
and what's cracking, homies?
Yeah, the homies from Aztec Tribe. And then
It's all coming
I don't
back.
remember if Nido came out on the radio or not, or if he was just too gangster for radio. But,
Well, at that time anyway.
Yeah.
Because then he dropped the Gangsters Get Lonely too later, right?
yeah, that mom, Daddy, I'm in love with a gangster.
Daddy, my bad.
Yeah.
He's probably turning over in his grave right now.
Yeah, he's cussing you out
He's
right now.
cussing me out right now. The fuck? He want to come down right here and fight right now, motherfucker. Night Owl.
Yeah.
Shout out to Night Owl, bro. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Those songs came out like around the same time. That's why I kind of got that twisted. But Shadow Club, man. Here we go, man. I'm trying to see where we do.
Yeah,
Did
so-
you do the San Diego car shows with us or no?
Nah, I did Club Vibe and TJ. We did El Centro. I think we did one in Calexico. It was only like 4 shows.
And this was all off Till I Die.
Just one song. Yeah, I didn't
And
even
off
know what
of
the
one
fuck I was
spin.
doing. Yeah, off of one spin. She said, because when I went to the DJ booth, it was on a Sunday. So
Yeah.
just the DJ was there spinning on Sunday by himself and shit.
Yeah.
And he introduced me. He played the song and the fucking boards lit up, to take phone calls and shit.
Yeah.
So I took phone calls, and after that, she told me to go back in her office and started talking about, what are you doing with this? And blah. I was like, I don't even know what you're asking me right now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
It's,
know.
do you
shit
think it's almost like it was a right place at the right time? It seems
Absolutely.
like her agenda was, I need another motherfucking Mexican on stage with lighter shade.
But the way it happened, bro, was crazy.
Not taking away from your music, because the
Yeah.
shit was dope. But
So I mean, it's just the way it happened, bro. It was just meant to be. I mean, I went there. The DJ that was spinning was scared to lose his job, so he wouldn't give me that 1 minute to listen to my song. So I was already driving out of the parking lot. Literally was on the way out to turn right into the street when she drove in a little minivan that said Z90 on it. And me and my boy looked at each other and we're like, yeah, fuck it. Let's turn around and go try to talk to this lady.
see, and had you not did that, there probably wouldn't be no Shadow on the radio.
Probably. Because
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
what? I went in there. I told myself and I told my boy, I said, look, dog, we're going to go in there and depending on the reaction that we get, we're going to go through with it or we're not.
It's either yes or no.
Yeah.
Do or die.
And when she played it in her office for a verse and a hook, and then she stopped it, I thought it was over. I thought she was going to be like, okay.
Now, you know what's funny is that's the way radio people do that. Used to do that. Like, because if the hook don't grab you in the first fucking 30 seconds, I mean, even now it's 5 seconds.
I know, right?
You know, but the first 30 seconds, then it's like, okay, it's either, do or die, homie.
Yeah. So when she turned it off, my fucking heart stopped. I was like, damn, she didn't like the shit. But then she turned around and she was like, who wrote this? Who made the beat? Who recorded it? Who's on it? I was like, me. Steve Vicious produced it. I literally just recorded it an hour ago.
Damn.
And
How crazy is
That's
that?
fast.
yeah,
That's wild.
so it just happened that fast, bro. And Shadow was my neighborhood name, and she's the one that put the Mister on it, like professionally.
Oh, Lisa stamped that?
Yeah.
Wow.
She told the DJ, introduce him as San Diego's very own Mr. Shadow.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
And that started a whole lot of Mr. shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there was only Mr. Little One at the time, and then
Right.
it was me.
You
and
think that's why she got it from? She got,
I don't know. I can't.
or
I
it
can't
was
say
the way you said it. She said it was just, like it's like saying, hey, tell Mr. Danny to come in my
Because
office.
she asked me, she goes, so what do you go by? I was like, well, I mean, in the hood they call me Shadow, you know what I mean? And she was like, okay, introduce him as San Diego's very own Mr. Shadow. I was like,
That's a whole intro. Right
yeah. I
there.
turned to my homeboy, hey man, and I was like, Mr. Shadow. He goes, that's fucking sick, bro. All right, cool, let's roll with it. So we ran with it.
Damn. How long was Till I Die, man, on the radio for? Or what was your impression? I mean, besides being in studio, because it's different when you're in studio hearing your song,
Yeah.
and then being in the car and hearing your song. What was that like? When
You know what
first
was
heard it?
crazy? When it started to get spins on the radio, and we were here to play on the radio, and then a car pulled up at the same time, bumping it, and I heard that shit. I was like, "Oh fuck, okay."
Yeah, like it's on. We
Yeah,
on now.
we actually on the airwaves and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a trip.
it was validation that people were fucking with it.
And let's not forget about how old Shadow was. You were like what, 15 at the time? right?
16.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what's
That's gotta
up.
feel crazy
Yeah.
as fuck.
And I know that vibe because when TJ Knights came on, we was 16. I was 16.
That's
And I
wild.
was going back to high school with a fucking record. Like all them haters that was hating, like, man, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't even gonna. Let me
Yeah.
see you on MTV first before then come back to me.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that shit started actually happening.
Yeah.
I had friends out the woodwork. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was it the same for you?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Absolutely. Like
Was it all love?
there was love, and there was of course a few people that doubted it, and they were like, you just fucking, you're wasting your time type shit,
Yeah. Well, how long were you rapping before you got your song played on the radio? Let's do that.
Okay, so professionally, I hadn't recorded nothing. I went into the studio with Royalty when I was 14 and got on a song with him and Big June. And that was the first time I ever recorded, like on a professional mic.
Yeah.
And then I didn't do nothing till I was 16.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Damn. Hey, Danny, can you lower your? Is that the mic that's picking it? Oh, okay. Damn, it's a loud ass. We got our cooks in the back, guys. They're cooking up something good right now. They're washing the dishes right now.
You can't really hear it in the
Getting them all
replay
clean.
though, so it's all good.
Oh, okay, bad. Appreciate that. Really quick, shout outs to the chat. Mr. Tekken 915 Records. Saludos, ODM and Shadow. He says, CeeLo says, expect the Unexpected is one of the dopest albums Shadow ever put out.
Thank you. I appreciate you, my boy. Yeah, that was a dope album.
Dope ass shit. Shout outs to Miss. Yeah. So everybody.
They said shout out to the moms naming us Christian Ramirez. So what happened to that Radiohead? What was her name?
Lisa?
Lisa.
Well, she was the program director for a few years after, and then she got married and retired.
Oh, okay.
They bought a big ass horse ranch, and
Dang, she did good.
yeah,
To Mike Kirstein, right?
I believe so.
He actually worked for Lowrider, telling all her business. Oh, it is what it is.
I mean, I'm curious because she
Yeah.
she did she
yeah.
did her big one.
She definitely is responsible for my career. I give it all to her.
You ever talk to her or run into her?
Nah.
You wouldn't even know how to get a hold of her, or just
Her
because that would be
legacy.
dope to hear her story. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Low key.
If she remembers.
Oh,
course.
bro, she
She's dealt with so many people and so many artists, bro. Like, I don't know, but I mean, I'm pretty sure she remembers me because I know for a fact that she didn't get another fucking shaved head, long socks, fucking Dickie shorts,
Yeah,
dude knocking on her door trying to get her attention,
yeah.
So I know she might remember something, but yeah, man, I always got to give her the flowers, bro, because she's the one that encouraged me. She's the one that verified it for me, the one that gave me the
She kind of act like your manager. Did you have a manager? at
yeah,
this
my
time?
boy, my homeboy Hitman from my
Okay.
neighborhood.
Hey, I remember Hitman.
Yeah, my older homeboy from my neighborhood. Shout out to my boy Hitman. But if it wasn't for him and Lisa, I don't know, it would have been a shadow because he would drive me to LA to every show, to everywhere we sold CDs.
Fucking Hitman.
That
You still
was-
talk to that dude?
Yeah.
What's up, Hitman? If you're
Yeah.
watching, or
Yeah,
On the
man.
playback?
He's a big part of
Good
Shadow,
dude.
bro.
Good
Yeah,
dude. I
Super
remember.
good dude. Yeah.
So before you, as I mentioned, just to kind of go back on the timeline, we had Aztec Tribe. Shout outs to Rudy and everybody, the homies. Because I used to go down and party in San Diego a lot. Dog. Before I met you, I mean, I was your
Yeah.
age when we had TJ Nice, Latin Actor, and those are the homies I used to party with. There wasn't a weekend I wasn't in San Diego if I wasn't on tour, but I remember them. Also, DJ Mike Ski,
Oh yes. Yeah.
Legion of Doom.
Yes, sir.
Those were the homies that when we were out, they were the San Diego, if you will, staples, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then it wasn't until I went to the swap meet here off of Adams, or it might have been Todd. I think it was the one off Adams Mart. And there's
Miss
what, you
Adams
remember that?
Smart, yep.
And as we get all this, like, every swap meet got their little bootleg CD section or whatever. And shout outs to JR. He had the store there, and I'd go in there, and there's where I seen the Shadows, the Little Ones, the Night Owls.
Yeah.
My first introduction to, the Chicanos, on the underground scene.
Right.
And I say that respectfully because, we had our records out already. They were already
yeah.
on the radio, right?
Before we did our song, you were out 7 years before me.
See, there you go.
You know what I mean? And it was you and Frost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Frost came out like in '92, I think.
Yup.
And I think you
Mello
guys
was right before him. Yup.
Yeah, and you guys came out like
Frost was out in 80. We came out in 90. Frost was out in 89. As far as La Raza, prior to
Yeah.
that, he was doing all the underground breakdown shit.
Yeah, so I mean, Night Out came out in '94. Him and Little One got signed to Eazy-E like in '92.
Easy, he was fucking with a lot of Chicano rap,
Yeah.
man. He was about to put Chicanos on.
Yeah,
Talk about it, bro. Because
yeah. He had he had Toker and his group, Brownside, and then he had Little One and Night Owl, Hollow Point. That was the group name. And
Little One was here, and he said he actually had he went down and had a meeting with Easy when they were gonna sign to because Easy was gonna put together a label, Latino label on Ruthless, right?
Yeah.
He was gonna sign Slow Pain. He pulled us to the side when we did his radio show, Ruthless Radio. He said, "Hey, what I gotta do? Buy you guys out?" Because we were on Mercury, and he goes, "I'll fucking do it." And then 4 months later, he croaked. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, that was dope. That would have been a whole. I don't know what would have happened. It would have been a different direction for everybody, you know.
But you know what's funny? Everything comes full circle, my boy. And I say that because there's another member, which we'll get into, of NWA that you got something popping with.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna get into that. We're gonna
Big
say
bro,
that.
big
I ain't
bro.
gonna say who. It could be
Yeah.
it could be somebody in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be Dre. It could be Yella.
I feel chilly though.
It could be Cube. You feel chilly? You think it's Cube?
Could be Ran.
Ran? MC Ran was dope, motherfucker. All
That was my
NWA.
favorite. That was one of my favorite.
It's Lonzo.
Lonzo. Fuck that. I'm taking all the money. Yeah, bro. But say again. We grew up on that shit, man.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, it would have been. I mean, I don't know what would have happened. You know, if Night Owl and Uno ended up signing with Easy, you know, it would have been crazy, dog. Because I think they would have put Dago on the map before we did. You know,
right.
so
I think it definitely would have united every rapper, you know, every Chicano that was doing it at that point. It would have, man, we would have shined. So I mean, we shine on our own as it is, but it would have complemented. You know what I'm saying? Coming from somebody of Eazy-E's caliber
Cosign.
to co-sign that shit,
Yeah.
and the fact that he understood and got it even back then, he saw no color lines, homie.
yeah, because that would have been like Dre pulling somebody. You know what I mean? Like it would have been like anybody from the West Coast that has that stature, that power.
Right.
If they would have signed any Mexican.
And would you say that we, as a community, we needed that push?
Yeah,
Because, bro,
absolutely. Oh,
we were
yeah.
in the 90s, bro. Like,
Yeah.
bro, when we came out, like, motherfuckers were just tripping the fact that one of our own was on the radio. Or okay, fuck, it's okay then.
Yeah.
Man, they're doing it. That's what we're going to support. Man, all right, you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
was still new. It was a new wave.
Yeah, I mean, and there's so much dope talent. SD and LA. I mean, Slow Pain, one of the dopest. You know what I mean?
Baby,
Like,
out, Jay.
yeah, rest in peace, man. And you know, everybody had their own skill set, their own tone. You know, Night Owl had his stuff. Little One had his stuff. Rob had his. I had mine. You guys had yours. You know, everybody had their own style, man. So it was cool. But then it started getting saturated.
Right,
You know, now then every neighborhood had a rapper and shit,
right.
and then, I mean, it was so flooded, and that they couldn't help but to give us a genre.
I'm glad you brought that up.
You know,
How did you feel about that? When, you know what I mean? They decided to take us and put us.
the only thing I didn't like about that, bro, is
Separately.
that when you walked into a record store, you had gangster rap, hip hop, Chicano rap. But what the reason it bothered me was because there's no fucking white rap. There was no Chino rap.
Right.
It was
Y'all gonna learn Chinese.
you know what I mean? Like Eminem was in hip hop. Eminem was in gangster rap. Why couldn't we be there? You know what I mean? Why they put us over here in the corner and shit, and just
Got labeled as the other.
yeah, you know. I mean, it doesn't bother me being called Chicano because I am Chicano. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And no matter what, as long as we put our face on it, it's gonna be Chicano. But why?
Thank you.
But why single us out to where they're like, oh, this is a different kind of rap type shit, you know? They could have just left it right there with everybody.
They could have left it with everybody. Like
you know, I'm sure
always
people
said.
could have fucking noticed the difference between, you know, gangster rap, black rap, or whatever the fuck. Like I said, Eminem isn't white rap, so why they single us out?
Mm-hmm.
I had the same conversation with, well, a few heads that were here. And sometimes I feel like I'm beating a dead horse because this conversation has been going on for years.
And like I said, and a lot of people take it the wrong way that, oh, he's ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I'm proud. I'm so proud of the fact that we created a genre.
You know why? Because those people weren't around when we were doing in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's why. Because what we were doing in the beginning, I'm pretty sure you were bumping the same artists I was bumping, because I've heard you say it.
Yeah.
The Big Daddy Kanes, the
Yeah.
Rakim, the
Right.
East Coasts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
who did we have to look up to? There were no other Latinos before us, right? There were. I mean, Streets of New York, I'm sure there were some. I mean, and I always give this motherfucker props. Rocky Padilla was part of, he had some old school, break dance records back in the day as well. But other than that, I couldn't think of any. So
Yeah.
we were the origin, the innovators that started it. So you know what I mean? Like what we did is called, like I said, I had a conversation with the homie. You did a song with we just had him from fucking Vegas, from Click I One, Bad Boy.
Oh, Bad Boy.
Dude was like, man, right on point with what I was saying. Like, homie, we did hip hop. There's the umbrella right here, homie. Under hip hop is what? You got Miami bass. You got this. You got all these different genres. But at the end of the day, homie, this is what we do right here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you hit it on point when you said that. Well,
Yeah.
There's no denying we're Chicanos.
Nah, there's no being ashamed of it. I'm not trying to hide the fact that I'm Chicano.
But would you say it's its own genre without you?
Well, I mean, no matter what, they staple me as a face of Chicano rap, like one other faces
Right.
of Chicano rap, But I just feel like if that's the case, I mean, fuck, there's Cholo rap. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Very true.
There's fools that rap and all they say is "Ese vato leva barrio."
But you don't rap like that.
I don't. The way I talk is the way I rap.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's kind of like we're in this whole bowl
yeah.
of fucking menudo. You know what I'm saying? You got all kinds of shit in there.
Yeah, but don't get it twisted. I'm proud to be Chicano. I'm
Absolutely.
proud of being born here. My parents being full-blooded Mexican from Guadalajara. You know what I mean? Don't get that fucked up.
Bro, you gotta, as far as even Spanish, then there's Spanish rap too. That's even
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
You got a whole Spanish album.
and thank God, I'm blessed to be one of the bigger names in Spanish rap from over here. You know what I'm saying? And,
Hell yeah.
And I just finished recording my English album, so I'm gonna start recording my next Spanish one.
Shout outs to Mike Jones in the chat. He says, nobody calls Fat Joe, Big Pun, Cypress Hill, Pitbull, Chicano rappers. The essays in L.A.
And that's the thing. Like Fat Joe, Big Pun, they don't call it Boricua rap.
Yeah.
Facts.
And that's the same shit. They're born in New York. The parents are born in Puerto Rico or wherever, or Dominican Republic. And they don't call it Boricua rap, Dominican rap. They call it hip hop.
Right.
So why are they hip hop and we're not?
That's
Yeah.
right.
And then if
I
they
just never got
divide
it.
it's East Coast, right?
Yeah.
If-
So
if
I
anything else.
never got that. I could never make sense of it. Like, why?
Well, that's why we have a platform.
you
So we can, educate those.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I always go to Eminem because Eminem is one of the ones that gets embraced as hip hop.
But he had the cosign, that
Right.
Dr. Dre West Coast cosign.
Now,
And that's why it's
so
cool to
here's my
ask those
question to you.
questions.
So if Dre would have picked me,
Mm-hmm.
he picked us up, he signed us, would they still consider us Chicano rap?
I don't know. Good question. That's why
Great
Easy E
question.
would have been crucial for that
Probably
cosign.
not.
You know what I mean? Because if you look at the homie Young Gritty that my boy Frank Nitty got,
Mm-hmm.
homie got bars, super lyrical,
Yep.
talented.
Shout out to Young Gritty, man.
Yeah, shout out to Young Gritty and Frank Nitty. You know what I'm
Go
saying?
check out the pod. He-
He's been to Dre's studio, showed his stuff to Dre and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So do they consider it? Does everybody else consider it Chicano rap?
You're right. Yeah, they still do consider it Chicano rap, right? As far as I know,
And
but
he's nowhere near sounding
yeah,
like.
Even Easy E, even though he would have had a Latin rap label, because that's what we don't know what the fuck he was gonna do because he didn't live long enough
Yeah.
to fucking figure that out. I would love to see how that played out. But
he
I will
could've
say
been the
this.
cosign, yeah.
I will say this. He did have brown side. Did he say here's my Chicano rap?
Nope.
Did he ever say that?
I don't think
Let
so.
me know in the chat because I
Did he,
never heard
did he
that.
just say, "Here's my next rap group"?
Yeah, exactly. So he could have been for Chicano rap what Dre was for Eminem. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, just come on in.
Yeah. So, and I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't know if people are just afraid to attach themselves to the Chicano rap genre in general, like
Yeah.
as far as labels or people co-sign. I don't know what it is, but I've always stayed underground. You know.
Well, you're a lyricist. You're based off skills. When you hear your music, bro, like I hear skills. I hear bars. I don't hear gang banging. That's not you. You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, that's out the window though. Not, like now, you could be as talented as hell, and it doesn't matter because.
But let's go back. But still, you're still
Yeah.
top of the food chain. Man, give me that plaza, homie.
Yeah.
La bomba. No, for real. There's a reason why he's
Salute.
there. And it ain't because, you know what I'm saying, he has to put, you know, like you said, the essays and this, and no disrespect, but there's a genre for that. But you strict lyrical, my boy.
I just keep it real, dog. The way I talk is the way I rap.
61909, homie. Go listen
Plain
to
and
the
simple,
song.
you know. And even
Right
when I was 16 and we did that song,
Yeah, let's talk about it.
you know.
I know we touched upon it. So I went to San Diego, and I met you at Steve Vicious' spot. Shout out to Steve Vicious.
Yeah.
Can we get him on the pod sometime? What do you mean?
Oh, you know, I'll hit
He's
him
always
up.
been
I'll let
behind
him,
the scenes.
I'll let him know. You know, I would love for people to know him because he's the reason why San Diego rap was so recognized with that sound that we had.
Right.
You know, I mean, to this day, I just dropped off my album to get mastered to him today.
Yeah.
You know, I stopped by. I let him get my songs.
Let
off
them
my-
know if they don't know who Steve Vicious
Steve
has
Vicious.
produced.
He's produced for MC Hammer. He's produced songs with Mac 10. I mean, so many different people that you guys will hear the song, you'll be like, "Oh shit, he was part of that." You know, Steve Vicious is a staple in San Diego, man. His sound is impeccable. You could recognize it just listening to three seconds of the song. You'll know it's Steve Vicious, and he's responsible for my first 3 or 4 albums. And this is Night Out, Little One, Little Rob, myself, Royalty. He produced all our shit. You know what I'm saying? And
And for the record, he also goes by an alias VMF.
VMF, Vicious Man Funk. Yeah, so
Here we go.
Steve Vicious, that's the man. He's the one responsible for a lot of the hits that people recognize and remember.
Bro, we were bumping that. I was bumping your shit over the weekend in Colorado because I knew we had this sit down coming up, and I was just going, bam, play till I died. And I was just, you know, when you're a producer, from producer to producer, you know, you listen to the raps, but you listen to the music obviously first, and just the little details that he had. Those funk sounds that motherfuckers are using right now. I mean, Steve was doing it along with Dr. Dre back then,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's just so low key about it. Because that's what producers are. They're behind the scenes. You don't hear about them. There was
Yeah.
nothing to really promote them unless you were in a magazine or you were in Billboard or Source or any of these type magazines. There was no social media, you know. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Does he even have a social media?
Yeah, he has Instagram. He has Instagram. He has Facebook.
I
And
have to
stuff.
look him up, man.
But he, you know, he's real reserved, dog. Like, he doesn't care about being out there all loud and shit, you know. But
Yeah.
he's a monster, bro.
So when I went to the and correct me if I'm wrong, when I was there, Little Rob was there, right?
Yeah.
I think he pulled up.
Yeah.
And here's where I was saying that I think I met Rob. Maybe I didn't meet Rob at
Maybe
Club
you
5.
did meet him.
I think I met him
after
that
me.
day.
I think so, because somebody introduced me to him, and I think they might have introduced you too.
Okay.
Because we were both walking off stage,
Yeah.
walking to the back, and he was right here in the crowd.
Okay.
And then we shook his hand, and then somebody said, "Hi, yeah, this is Little Rob," and we shook his hand and kept it pushing.
I didn't know who Rob was, for the record, until I was out here doing the Brown Royal Kingpin shit.
Oh, okay.
When we started doing 61909. So
Yeah.
I do remember that because I remember when Crazy Life, that was his album, or
It was one of his albums, yeah.
that was the first album that put me on Little Rob, right?
Okay.
Or was maybe there's, I'm sure you were probably on before that, right? Or Little Rob's.
I don't know his albums in order like that.
But I remember I
honest.
heard it, right? And I was just like, okay, this is the dude that's popping. He just came out of nowhere. But when I was there that day with Steve's studio, I met Little Rob. And then he
Yeah.
was there. He was just chilling. And then you and I, we had the beat. I think I had my rap. Did I write it? I can't remember if I wrote it there or whatever. But
We
he-
started writing it in the hotel room in El Centro.
already.
Then you went home and finished it, and then you pulled up on Monday. So you took it with you on Sunday when you went home,
Yeah.
and then you pulled up on Monday to record.
That's right.
Vicious.
And that song could have easily been named SDIE or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But we just chose the area codes for some
Yeah,
reason.
61909.
And you know what's crazy is that 909 is now 951.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So if you're from the 90s, hey, you just had a bit.
Well, it's like homies from Palm Springs and El Centro and you know that area. They were 619 too.
Right, that's right.
Until about the time when you guys
for
became
real?
951. So,
Yeah, for sure. 760.
you know what I'm saying? Palm Springs, El Centro, what else? Coachella, all that was 619.
That's
huh?
right.
So you got to know. That's why it makes more sense to
Yeah.
do the area codes like that.
That's why it's so nostalgic, man, the song that we did together. Let me ask you this. I want your opinion. I know mine, but did you ever think that the song was going to do what it did?
No. Just like every other song, dog. I mean, you know, we're always going to be our own worst critic. To me, it was an honor. Just to do the song with you was an honor and was enough for me to know that I did a song with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Appreciate it.
I remember after I recorded the song, I went home and I played that shit like fucking 100 times. And I was like, damn, I can't believe I did a song with this dude. He's all over the radio and TV and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
You know what's crazy, Shadow, though? At that point in my time, I think I was looking to find myself as not just a producer, but as a solo artist.
right.
Remember, because Bobby and I, we had kind of
Yeah.
split for a couple years, and then when we came back, we hooked up with Gummy Bear in 97, 98 with Greenside.
Yeah.
We did 2 albums with Greenside Records. Shout outs to Tony Mendoza. But I was already producing by the second album. But I was already, bro, I think my heyday as far as really writing and what I wanted to do was during that time when I was with you. And that's
Yeah.
why I did the Brown Royal King Prince. That's why I asked you, man, to be a part. Remember we did the whole photo shoot
Yeah.
with Ambrosia, Hectic
Yeah.
One, Little
Pops.
Blackie, Pops, Rest in Peace, Wreck, Wicked Minds.
Yeah.
And that was a collab right there that is now, and here again, I want to ask you, throw it back at you, all that music, bro, from like 96 to like 2000 that we put out, all that shit is resurfacing right now, like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And there's like flowers that are being thrown
Yeah.
because of that music. How does that make you feel?
I mean, you know, it feels good that it's, you know, generations are keeping it alive, bro. I mean, that's the only way it stays alive. You know, the tias passing it down to the nephews and the nephews passing it down to their kids and
Right.
so on and so forth. So, I mean, here we are, 2024, when we recorded that in 98. That's 26 years ago, dog.
Let's go.
That's what, 2 decades and a
Yeah.
half?
And
Easy.
it's still a banger.
Yeah, you know,
Still
people
a banger.
from 909 are, even if it's 951, they're still banging it.
That's right.
You know, because their mom, dad, tias or whatever that were 909s,
That's right.
they bump it and they're like, hey, you know.
It's
So
passed down to the generations, just like
yeah,
oldies.
Yeah, it doesn't have a. It's what do they call that shit? My boy just said it. It's timeless.
Timeless.
It's timeless music, bro. Just like Till I Die. I'm not gonna say I dislike that song, but it's one of my least favorites. But to the people, it's one of the best songs that I ever did.
That's crazy. Isn't that shit crazy how that works?
And I'm like, I listen to it and I hear my little ass voice and I'm like, damn.
I
I was
get that
six-
same
Oh my
when I was
God.
16,
Man.
no, I was 16.
Now I'm
Yeah.
a man.
You know, yeah.
Now I'm a man, yeah.
Well, 45. I mean,
Hell yeah.
a long time ago.
Shout outs to Luis Gonzalez in the chat. He said, did Shadow ever get the chance to work with Brownside?
No, I never did. I chopped it up with Toker a few times before his passing, and we were gonna link, but we never did. And unfortunately, he passed away, and we never got to.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah,
That would have been one for the books. I think right now it's that time to where, like, well, number one, if you and I even got together on another track, which I think we're due for.
yeah.
And, you know, if I got to come down to San Diego. Matter of fact, we're going to make that trip to Steve Vicious' pad.
There you go.
If he allows us, we'll go down there, we'll knock the pot out, and then we'll record a song with Steve Vicious. Maybe, you know, he'll be down to produce it.
Yeah. I'm sure
Not
he
to
will.
redo 61909, but just
Something
come
fresh.
something
Something new.
fresh.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Chat, let us know, man. Let us know.
Little double whammy right there.
I just, you know, it's due. We got Little One's on our new album. He was here. We were able to grab him and put him on a track. These are legends, guys. Going back to San Diego, and we were talking about San Diego styles versus LA styles, IE styles, Bay Area styles. San Diego was one in its own. You guys had that, what do you call it? Double
we were just
tongue?
flipping. We were just flipping.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because everybody did it in their own way. Like Naito had his own way of doing it. Uno has his own way of doing it.
Right.
I had my own way of doing it. You know what I mean?
Can I tell you something like that? Those oldies, there's certain oldies I won't touch because I'm not great at doing the because I've never rapped like that.
Yeah.
And it's only a selected few, and that's the people that you just named right now, such as yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not the
Yeah, no.
it's the
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, like I'm cool, man. But
Can't catch the beat on.
And that's the thing. Like I was flipping over like Till I Die. I flipped
Yeah.
the shit out of the second verse, and towards the end of the first, and I would just find those gaps, man, where I could just let off.
yeah.
So
Was that what you did? Was you like listen to the track and you said, because some people write differently. They'll write 8 bars one way and then they'll switch up the metaphor and they'll go, okay, I'm purposely going to just flip it right here. Or is that just the way it just went?
nah, just the way it came out,
Organically,
bro.
that's
Like
dope.
I'd be writing and then I just look at the next bar and I'm like, okay, and then it would just come out, and
Yeah.
fucking try to write as fast as I was thinking and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it worked. So I did it for a few records, and then it got old to me because then everybody was trying to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I had to just flip my style and find another shadow, which is the one that wasn't flipping, was just kicking bars.
That's right. Now, which album would you say that you made the transition from that? Because the Till I Die album, was that your first album?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Till I Die, Born Without a Conscience, and then Expect the Unexpected, I believe. But I think in Born Without a Conscience, I might have twisted a couple times, but it wasn't as constant as Till I Die. Like if you listen to the song I did with Rob, Apocalypse, that song is like crazy flipping, like fast flipping. You know what I mean?
And both of you guys are just...
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I was chopping the fastest on that song, but there was a whole lot of flipping on that song.
Was that something you guys decided to do as a unit, or it just happened to you wrote your verse?
Nah,
he wrote
every
his,
song,
Ken
every song
included?
me and Rob did on that Till I Die album, we wrote. Just like you're sitting there, I'm sitting here. We had the boombox on the table, and we were just both at it, going at it. He was writing his shit, I was writing mine. And then I'd finish mine, be like, check this out, dog. And I'd show him, be like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then he finished his, he showed me his. I'm like, all right, cool. And then we'd go.
You didn't say fuck yeah like he said fuck yeah to you?
Yeah. No, yeah, I did.
Ass fool.
I caught
Nah, I
that.
did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
I
that was
did,
cool.
I did.
Yeah, this is
Nah.
possible.
I was like, yeah, that's dope. Let's
Hey,
record
clip
it.
that already. Clip that already.
So yeah. So I mean, and that's the one with the Halloween theme song, the
Yeah.
Michael Myers shit.
Shit, I forgot that fool was on those, man.
Yeah, we got about 6 songs on that album.
You used to have, man, what was that track you had? It was like a hoo hoo ha ha ha. It was a scary type track. It was a hoo hoo ha ha.
Yeah.
Like I was on the Till I
Got that
Die
evil
album.
laugh?
It might have been
Yeah.
that one, Apocalypse.
It probably, maybe it was.
Yeah, because
Maybe
we
it
had that filter where we sound like fucking monsters and
Yeah,
shit. when we're
Freddy
talking.
Krueger
Yeah,
type shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shit, run it. Spooky season.
What's your favorite album, man? Out of everything you pulled out.
It's gonna be the later albums, like I think Expect the Unexpected is up there with one of my favorite ones, but there's a lot of albums that didn't get a lot of like recognition, like Salute Me, All About Me, Pit Boss, and it's crazy because like on Pit Boss, and I had features from Sugar Free, I had Corrupt and Roscoe, I had Nancy Fletcher. And a lot of people don't even know who Nancy Fletcher is. But
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
so Nancy Fletcher is the lady that did Keep Your Heads Ringing for Dre.
Mm.
Ooh.
Ding, ding, dong.
Oh,
Hey, you
shit.
sitting over there. That was Nancy Fletcher, bro. But I used her on a song that I dedicated to my homeboy, Scrappy, rest in peace, from my neighborhood. It's a dedication song. It's called The Streets Ain't the Same. And she's singing the hook.
That's dope.
Yeah.
You only did one song with her?
Yeah. But I'm
Okay.
thinking about. I was just talking to my boy the other day. I was like, dog, we need to do a song and get her on the hook because she's so dope, and
Yeah.
legendary. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. She's
And-
still around?
She's still around.
Here we
That's
go.
what I'm talking about, man. Because in order to get, because I've heard somewhere, and I didn't say, Danny, I'm gonna airdrop you the cover, because you're working on a new album,
Yeah, it's done.
and let's just jump into it. You said that you're gonna give the fans only what Shadow can give them, and that's you didn't switch up any styles. You're giving them the Shadow that they heard
Yeah.
late '90s, right?
Yeah.
And we'll explain about your album.
It's just,
I'm
you
ready to
know,
talk about it. I'm gonna send you that.
That authentic Shadow shit. You know what I mean? Like straight West Coast, neck jerking type of beats. You know, it's all produced by Dr. Evo and Amplified, which both are Snoop producers. They produce for a lot of different big people. I mean, like Evo produced for Redman, and I mean, he has a
So
big ass
why
list.
not Steve Vicious? Why not VMF?
You know, I try to get Steve to produce a cut on the album, but he's just so busy, bro.
He with music?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got like 80% produced. Well, actually 90% because I only got 2 different beats that are not produced by them. One's produced by the little homie Chops. Shout out to Chops. My little boy's he's a beast dog. He's super dope. Little homie.
He's from San Diego?
Nah, little homie from out here from I want to see the IE area.
Okay.
And then the homie Ray from Estonia.
Okay.
I don't even know where the fuck that's at, honestly,
Damn.
but
Me neither.
it's over like
It's overseas for
yeah,
sure.
it's
Third world
overseas
country,
by
yeah.
fucking, you know, I don't know if it's by Russia, if it's by Bosnia, I don't know, but it's out there, dog. And,
Right.
you know, and
What's your thoughts on well, obviously you're fucking with him, but that's all I hear nowadays is cats are going overseas for beats because their shit's dope. And is it they're cheaper or
it's not that so much that they're cheaper, dog. It's just it's they're doing what people are doing out here.
here we go. There's a picture of the album right there. It's called Go ahead, bro.
So the album is called the title is I'm Done, Bring It Back. So and if as you can see, that's me as a 4-year-old,
Aw.
you know, and I was mad that day.
That's really you?
That's really me.
Oh shit.
When I was 4 years old.
What happened, bro?
I was pissed off, bro. I'll tell you that story off air.
All right, all right, all right.
But yeah, that was me. And then you know, just went with the look and the whole demeanor I had on, you know, because I'm done with all the whack music that's out. I'm trying to bring it back to the authentic West Coast sound. So as you know, you see the big old W in the back, the old microphone, the old boom box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chopper.
You see the ghetto bird up there, you know, still in the hood. So I'm bringing all that back, bro.
Cool.
Bring it back
Love
up,
the
Danny.
symbolism. That's dope.
Well, what's going on?
Those SD skyscrapers out there too, or
yeah,
what?
yeah, they sure are.
So what's the meaning behind I'm done? What's it called?
I'm done. Bring it back.
I see how quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, not like I was saying. I'm done with all the shit that's out right now. It all
Shit.
sounds the same. You know what I mean? There's no
I
diversity.
like that. I'm done. Bring it
He
back.
said.
Yeah, so you know, I went with the title that just tied into what I was recording and all the songs that are in the album. You know, it's a new sound because everything that's out right now sounds the same. Rolling
Right.
hi-hats. You know, everybody wants to be Tupac or Nipsey Hussle. You know, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I was Shadow before that, and I'm Shadow right now. So
Well, the thing is, everybody's getting their same music from the same sources, bro. I mean, with you know, the splices out there, and these are softwares that people use.
Yeah.
You know, they sign up and they just drag and drop. That they call them drag and
Right.
drop
but
producers.
see that's the difference between producers and beat makers.
Talk to them. Talk to them.
You feel me? I mean, I said this before. Like, just like there's rappers and there's artists, there's producers and there's beat makers. Producers produce. Beat makers cut and paste. You feel me? Just like rappers they rap. Artists, we travel the world. You know what I mean? There's a big difference. Rappers, they can rap to their neighborhood. They can rap in their state. They can rap.
death roll.
They can even be a rap.
Speedy.
They can even be a rapper in the United States. That's cool. But if you haven't left the states or your neighborhood, you're just a rapper.
Damn.
We
You're
had
not- you're
we
not
had
an
Tony
artist.
G on, DJ Tony G.
Yeah,
legendary,
yeah,
bro.
absolutely.
He said the same thing, similar. He was like, he goes, yeah, everybody's a rapper nowadays. He goes, you're not a rapper until you have a record out on the radio. Or he said something. Remember that when he
To
made
that
a
effect,
statement
yeah.
to that effect, like anybody could just call themselves a rapper.
That's
Yeah.
true
But
spit, though.
you know, until you
I
make
mean, are
it,
you
make
getting a 90-day check every 90 days?
it. That's what I'm saying.
For
You feel me?
real.
I mean, now it's every month on some platforms. You know, I mean, there's different platforms. Like I get checks monthly. I get checks quarterly. I mean, you know, like I said, there's levels to the shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I'm done. I'm back. I'm done.
Bring it back.
Bring it back. But I did the remix.
Yeah.
So that certain individual we were talking about earlier, man, from NWA. Gracias, Bella.
Oh no, thank you.
You got a song with Ice Cube on this album, man.
I do. And it's a real song. It's not a recycled verse. It's not a beat that I bought with the verse and a hook on it. Like, I actually did this song with Cube. Shout out to Cube. Shout out to Cocaine and JD from the Lynch Mob. That was my boy that linked it up. You know what I'm
That
saying?
is so fucking dope.
And it's a new song. You know, he even went as far as mentioning my name and shit, so they can't say I just bought that verse off a fucking producer.
So how did that come about, that feature?
Through Cocaine.
Okay.
Yeah, because Cocaine got him on his album, and I was like, dog, how sick would it be if I could do a song with him? And he was like, man, I'll reach out to him, and he did. And I'm not gonna lie, he had me send my verse first. He had me spit my verse and shit to make sure I wasn't whack. You know, what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Oh, acapella.
So no, I sent him the beat with my part on it, and
Oh, okay.
and he was like, okay, cool, I'll fuck with it. And you know, we did the song, and it'll be out early next year.
But Shadow,
Yo,
did he charge you for the verse?
he did.
Okay. I just wanted to get that for
No,
the
he-
record.
he
I'm not
did.
gonna ask how much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I can imagine.
I got. I
like-
mean, you know, anybody else who got a song that supposedly got a song with them, I can show you the contract with his government name and signature. You feel me? Like
It said O'Shea Jackson.
O'Shea Jackson Sr.
Oh, that's
I
right.
know.
He got
So-
the young
Came with
one.
receipts.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
That's dope, man. Give him applause, man.
it's
That's
official.
big, bro.
It's official. It's authentic. It's organic. It's not made up or fucking.
Name another Mexican rapper that Cube's fucked with.
They're gonna say "Be real."
I'll wait. No, you know what I mean.
They're gonna say the ones that they've been saying, but like I said, those are recycled beats. Those are recycled verses. They're not. Cube had no knowledge of that shit. Like Cube 100% knows about the song that we did. He signed that fucking contract himself.
Again, this goes back to when you first walked into Z90 and asked Lisa to play your record. Was this the same scenario? Right time at the right place? You got Cube on your shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it was like your hustle that got you there? I mean, alongside your name?
Well, I just think, honestly, man, that, you know, everything, God's timing is perfect, bro. And I think that it was at this time, at this point in my life, that it was going to happen. You know what I mean? I think all the work I put in, all the doors that got shut on me, all the doors that I walked through and went through, I think led up to this. You know what I'm saying? It led up to
I'm so happy. Look, Cube could have did a song with anybody,
yeah.
with any Mexican
And he
rapper,
don't, and he don't-
any.
and he don't really fuck with a lot of people.
No,
Not
he
even black
don't.
people.
He's pro. I know
He's a real one.
yeah, he's a real one.
He's a
We're
real
talking about the same Ice Cube that got pissed off. Let me tell you how pro, like, you know, if you don't fuck with you, don't fuck with you type shit. We did a show with him back in the day, and there was a morning show up north. I'll save you the names, but they had afros. They came out with afros in a basketball, like looked like Will Ferrell in that fucking movie where he dressed like the fucking White Shadow. You know what I'm saying? Like afros. They were trying to act like Globetrotters type shit, but they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
white.
Oh.
And Cube saw that, and Cube was like, I ain't taking a picture with these fucking goofballs.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah, I can
no.
see
But
that.
Cube, you're the headline. You're the star. He goes, I don't give a shit. That's disrespect. You know, and that's the way he took it. And I was right there when he said that, and I was like, All right, man. You know,
Yeah.
and like it just goes to coast. He didn't take that $1 million or remember
He
that
didn't take the jab so that he could get some millions.
the millions recently too.
Yeah.
Whatever that was, you know, I don't know if it was some big three share. Somebody had offered him millions of dollars. I'm sure somebody in the
Some
chat
project,
could let me know, and he just turned it down. I ain't fucking with it. Was Illuminati. I don't know what the fuck it was.
It was the vax.
Was it? Okay, thank you.
And he didn't take that shit because he was
Hey,
like,
can
Oh,
we take
that's what it was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Huh?
We take a bathroom.
Oh, my
break?
boy got a rather. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's read. Let's shout out to
I
chat.
drank a gallon of water and shit.
Go ahead, my guy. Go ahead.
Oh wait, is your boy in the bathroom?
Shit, man, if Tommy's in there, you bet. Man.
I was into the first time that.
Shout out to everybody in the chat.
oh, wait then. Okay. But no, yeah, that we're talking about the same cube that, yeah, you be standing up for shit, even politically wise. So he is a fucking real one.
I think that's dope. I want to continue this conversation, but let me shout out though. Let's pause right there. Let you guys know we are live. We do bathroom breaks if our guests have to. But I want to shout out. Let's see, Pedro. Who else? Much love and respect all the way from New York City. Mr. Shadow, one of the realest. New York City, man. Shadow.
Oh, I'll be out there November 2nd in New Jersey.
He said November 2nd he'll be out in Jersey. Shout out to the Mayhem Click.
Mike Jones, he said, Cube did a track with the Tejano group last year, and he did like a banda track recently.
Yes.
DB, you got that one? It's like
with Banda Mes.
yes,
Yeah.
Banda Mes. Yep. Yep.
I want to get Shadow's
Low-key got the
response
video.
on this.
Oh, really? Haven't
Yeah,
seen that.
I ripped it on the spot at Punch Bowl and I ran it because someone asked for it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's called, but
Cuban who?
Cuban
Banda
Banda
Mes.
Do you
Mes.
know where it's at? Do you know where the restaurant's at?
Hey, just go right here, homie. Yep. Handle. Find a pinche planta, handle.
Go to the restroom outside.
You know how we do it.
There's a restroom outside.
Just don't pee in my pool, motherfucker.
Yeah, it was like in a desert or something like that, no?
I didn't see the video, but I have the track. I downloaded it recently. I was like, oh, this was up.
Yo, shout outs
Cube.
to the 206 people we got tapped in right now.
Damn.
They said
Yo.
Ice Cube? What's up? What?
Huh.
No, been seeing the numbers go
From
up
the
bro.
beginning.
From the beginning,
We had
I'm seeing
we
slow.
started like
we
at
started
80
with like, yeah.
and 100.
It was
It's
88.
tapped in. Legendary Mr. Shadow was here. He's taking a little bathroom break.
And here's
We-
the cover.
We got something special for you guys later on. Performance. We got to do it now. 61909 ODM and Shadow. There's his album. It's called I'm Done. Bring It Back. He mentioned that he might be dropping it early 2025, but he's got the cut with Ice Cube on there. And we're going to talk about more of the songs on there as well. But there it is, man. I'm glad my boy's, back in it. And I think we have to encourage the cats that have paved the ways to continue to do that, such as, us, Ladder Shade, we're doing that. Cypress still continues to do their shit. Kid Frost, he's doing his. Mellow Mayonnaise, he's doing his. I say, you know what? You can look at us as old heads and call us that all day until you're blue in the face. But what we do is what we love and what our diehards love. So if there's an audience and there's a lane, then we're going to fucking put out the shit. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
trailblazers, if you ask me.
Man, because when they stop booking us for arenas, then maybe it's time to hang it up. But
Yep.
we're doing those every fucking weekend, so you can't tell me. With Cubes,
Yep.
with Warren G's. Matter of fact, November 2nd, we're coming to Las Vegas. We'll be out there with Bone Thugs and Harmony. The game, it's Nightmare on Q Street at New Orleans. Get your tickets right now, lightershadofbrown.com. The night before, we're in San Jose. Bone Thugs and Harmony's 30th anniversary with them, same lineup at the SAP Center. And so you guys grab your tickets. Everything is lightershadofbrown.com.
That's right.
There you go right there. When's the next show? Yep, that's the San Jose one.
My bad.
And then we're also, that's a big weekend.
Yep.
There's the Nightmare. Yep,
Oh,
Too
it is
Short,
November.
Exhibit,
Huh.
DJ Quick. Where's the Mexicanos
There's
at?
a lot
That's
going on
right.
that day.
Lower
The
left corner.
Loonies.
And then
Let's
Indio.
go.
And then the third, we got 3 shows. So that we're going to close it out. Fantasy Springs in Indio. And Shadow's going to be performing on there with us. He don't know it yet, but it's kind
All
of
right.
close to
we in there.
You're gonna leave the door open for him so you can come through.
What's up, my boy? You be doing shows or what?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll book you on some shows you can roll
We're
out.
doing a Tampa Bay Super Show in Florida.
Low out of car shows?
Yeah, next year in
Damn,
March.
Miami.
That's
Miami
right.
bound.
Cool.
Shit.
Man, when this dude's album comes out with Q on it, he's staying booked, my G. He's staying booked. I wanted to get your opinion. we were talking about. Let's go back to Cube and your album.
Yeah.
Now that he's fucking with you, what's the name of the Spanish group that we said that he just dropped?
Banda Mes.
El Matador, I think.
Matador.
Somebody
Okay.
said in the chat.
And now, side note, no, don't let me forget this. Bella, you were just in a video, his new video, right?
It's my ego.
It's My
Oh,
Ego.
yeah.
It just dropped.
Yeah.
Bella was there. Talk about it. What
Oh,
was
it just
that
dropped
like?
in October, right? This month.
Yeah, like last week,
Yeah.
like this
Yep,
weekend,
a week
right?
ago.
Yep.
A week ago.
Throw it on. Just kidding.
It just dropped. We shot it back early July in Glendale at a church.
Early
and
July.
Early
Wow.
July.
Damn.
Took a minute.
You had to keep it under wraps since then.
Yeah, because I saw all the
Yeah.
social media drop the day it dropped. I saw yours and everybody else's, but go ahead.
But even then, I had posted the picture of me and him, and I ended up getting the connects to I think one of the directors, and they, through a source, went to me and was like, she need to take that down.
Oh,
But everybody else was posting, so, I know the rules with, keeping things under wraps, but I saw everybody else was doing it, so I was like, all right, I'm going to do it too. But no, they slid in like, you got to take that down. I was like, all right, I'll wait. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's cool, but no, it was a cool day on set. There was a gang of people. They got so much footage that day. We were there for 12 hours. We got there
Yeah.
at 9 in the morning. We didn't leave till 9 at night. They got so much footage, but a music video is only a couple minutes long.
Right.
You got cut left and right. I was hoping I was gonna get my little cameo that actually was gonna come out like my whole me, but the only time you see me is I'm in the crowd.
How did you guys get approached for that? I was curious. That was one of the questions because I know Cube, again, we go back, he only fucks with certain people. And how did that curtain call or whatever,
I got blessed. It
Curtain
wasn't
call,
that
casting
he.
call.
booking, whatever.
what do you call
yeah.
it?
I didn't get
Audition.
booked for it where he said like I want her.
Yeah.
I got lucky that I got to my connect was through Timmy Gonzalez through Trejo Music.
Okay.
And he has I think a 63 Impala, and they wanted his car in the scene. So he called me up and was like, "Hey, come through, homegirl, like roll." I'm like, "Okay."
Are we talking producers or are we talking about Cube himself or
No,
his
I
people?
think Timmy got invited through Carissa.
Yeah. Shout out to Carissa B.
Yeah. And the deal with them, I think they maybe worked that out with producers. I think they hit up her.
Okay. See, I'm wondering how this one, and I'm
like a
asking.
domino effect.
I'm inquiring. Yeah, right. I'm inquiring because rappers like you, you know what I'm saying? He's fucking with Latinos, heavy. Snoop Dogg been fucking with Latinos, heavy. I pretty much want to say, bro, like we fucking running this motherfucker right now, dog. And I want to go back to your scenario. Do you think that's, bro? Because Cube ain't fucking with no Mexican rappers, bro, and he's fucking with you. He don't need your money. He didn't have to say yeah.
Exactly.
So what do you think it is?
I think after he heard my verse and he had JD do some homework on me, like look me up and see what we're all about and shit. And
Like he researched who actually is Mr. Shadow, not
Yeah.
just by his bars,
yeah,
but what has he done for the rap
yeah, and,
community.
And
That's
and then,
dope.
and then JD, again, he's part of the lynch mob, original lynch mob.
Right.
He said, you know what, this never been done before, and Cocaine said the same thing. He said, Cube never fuck with no Mexican like that. He's all, so we're gonna make this shit crack, and if it goes down, it's gonna be something big for both sides.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, it will.
I think it'll make a statement. It'll send a message, a positive message, and I think it'll open doors for a lot of people, not just myself. You know, and for me, just like when I did a song with you, it was an accomplishment more than anything. First and foremost, yeah, I did it for myself.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it for any other reason but myself, first and foremost. Then I did it for my true supporters that deserve to hear me with somebody of that caliber. You know? So And again, like when I did the song with you, you know, it was an accomplishment. It wasn't more like, oh, here's another song, and I got nah. It was like crazy that it was my first album, and I had that accomplishment. You know, it was
Yeah.
it was dope to me. It was surreal, bro. I mean, like I said, I went from listening to you guys on the radio, watching you on TV, you know, and Frost and everybody else, and then I'm in the studio with you. I'm on tour with you. Like, what the fuck? Off of one song.
You know why? Because I can't speak for Cube, but I saw fucking raw talent. And I said, yes, I'll fuck with you. Everybody who was on Brown Royal Kingpins, to me, they have their own little story, you know what I'm saying, that they came with or whatever. But a lot of them I handpicked, bro, because that's my name on that shit. And if you shine, I shine. So when I heard you, like, bro, you told the story. I was in your fucking dressing room. I said, my homie's dope. I love that shit. Let's get it popping. Before we go further, I don't want to forget about the chat because they, you know,
They got questions.
they tend to call me. They call me out. Shout out to Clica. Bad boy is in the fucking chat right now.
What's up, bad boy? That's the homie right there.
Shout out to the whole team. Shadow from Sin City. Let's see here. Also, shout outs to all the blockheads. That's right, representing Jessica. I see you. Yeah, Mike says Drake just released a song with Chito Ranas as well. No, he did Pacas.
Who?
Not Chito Ranas. He did with Pacas.
Chino Pacas.
Chino Pacas. Wrong Chino, but either way, I think our time is now, you know, coming around to shine, bro. And I'm glad that Cube is fucking with you, bro, because it could have been like I said, it could have been anybody, you know, not to throw shame on any other like Chicano rappers out there, but I'm just happy that he fucked with one of the best.
So dope.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was dope, man. And it took me a few days to, like, you know, process it. When I got the verse and I heard it, I was like, damn, this is cute.
This for me.
Yeah.
This is me.
And when he says cocaine and shadow, I'm like, oh shit, he mentioned my name.
Dang, that wasn't AI.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. When we did a show with fucking Cube last year, he went live. Remember that video when we promoted it? I think it was the same Alan Beck show, and he goes, "Yeah, man, come see us. You know, it's your boy Cube, Warren G, a lot of shade of brown." I was ready to sample that shit. Throw that shit in the fucking. I was ready to throw that shit. Just a fucking shout out us on the lineup.
Hell yeah.
Cube said my name because you know what? And I'm going to bring this up because people think you have to have, why do you need their acceptance? You know, it's not the fact that we need their acceptance. We're our own lane. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that we're talking about a legend here. Black, white, Mexican, Asian, don't matter. This is a legend in the game that we grew up on. When one motherfucker like that shouts you, it'd be no different if Big Daddy Kane said my name in a fucking Instagram reel. I'd be fucking acting the same way. Rakim, the same way. Because these are our heroes. These are our pioneers. So the fact that Cube did that and you got him on a song, forget about it, dog.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's dope.
Just invite me to the video.
Oh yeah, shout out to all my peeps in Japan, man. I've been out there twice and it's amazing.
Dang.
Wow.
How's that?
It's fucking.
The lifestyle is
another
different
world,
over
bro.
there, dude.
I was out there for
McDonald's?
21 days. I did 6 different islands, 6 shows, and it's crazy, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, to see people that don't speak your language sing your songs word for word in English and Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
What?
That's
They got
crazy.
so much love for Chicanos.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So we went in 94 and they were they didn't want to hear anything else but Hey DJ.
Yeah.
Because that was our biggest song. Shout out to Japan, man.
Yeah.
All of Yokohama,
Yeah.
fucking Tokyo, you know, Kobe. And we couldn't communicate, you know, you can't talk to them.
Right.
But you throw a song on that they like and
And
they
they
just
sing it.
Bro, we did Hey DJ 3 times in a set.
Damn.
They didn't give a fuck about any other
That's
song.
fucking love.
They were like, play Hey DJ
Yeah.
again. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, man. When I went, I did some of my English stuff and some of my Spanish stuff, and they were standing in front of me singing it word for word. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I even extended the mic to make sure I was listening right, and they were fucking singing it, bro. But when they came up to me, they were like, sons and whatever. And I'm like, I pulled out my fucking translating book, and I was like, arigato, thank you. You know, what I mean?
That's right.
How
Arigato.
Yeah.
And bro, the fact that every one of those, of the Japanese, bro, when they're wearing they wear the lokes, bro. I remember I was bugging out because they all look Mexican.
They do.
Like the
Like,
homie on the cruise.
They have a full, like, Virgin Mary's tattoo on them. Viva Mexico, Viva la Raza,
Yeah.
West Coast, Califas.
With
like,
lowriders.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were caravanning through Hiroshima where we dropped the bomb on them.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I had this ornery feeling because they were telling me the story. They're like, you see this canal right here? Because there's a canal and then there's a bridge and there's a remnants of a fucking building with all the shrapnel fucking made holes through it.
That's
it's
crazy.
still standing. And when we were driving through there with the lowriders, they were telling me, yeah, this canal right here, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of people that died in that canal because they tried to get away from the radiation from the bomb. When the bomb exploded, they jumped in the canal to try to survive.
Dang.
So they died. They boiled in that fucking water, bro. So
Like, that's some shit.
that's crazy.
That's scary.
And, I mean,
But that's
I rode the bullet train. Went to Mount Fuji and shit.
Yeah.
Or Fiji. Fiji.
Fiji.
Yeah. Went to 6 different islands. I was on planes between Tokyo and Sendai, Nagoya,
And when was
Hiroshima,
this?
huh?
What year was this?
Oh shit, like 2003, 2004.
Oh, that's right.
And then I went back in 2006. Yeah, the longest one was 21 days. The first time I went with Aquid.
Oh, shout out.
Shout out to
Agway.
my homies from Aquid. Again, they were doing banda rap, and they were singing their songs word
Right.
for word, bro.
Wow, that's fucking nuts.
You know what I mean? And
And then nowadays you get to see that in social media because they pop up on the feed, right? The
Right.
Japanese, and like you said, bro, they're all tatted down. And I was just on this morning, and they were in a club, and they were spinning my jam. They was playing like funk, Rick James, and
Yeah.
I'm like, fool, it's like a backyard boogie. You know,
Food,
what I'm saying, out
Japan is the West Coast, dog.
here.
Like that's like the second West Coast on the far east. You know
got
what
a
I
lot
mean?
of love.
Far
Like, that makes
East.
sense.
so far.
And they do it
West.
right. You got to
Yeah.
give them props. They
Oh,
look
they're
clean.
clean with it.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
the thing about them though, wearing bandanas and wearing Chuck Taylors and being all gangstered out, for the most part, it's a fashion statement.
Right.
For us, it's like a way of life. You know what I mean? That's what we used to grow up on.
Yeah.
To them, it's a fashion. They wear yellow bandanas with matching yellow Chucks.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Green bandana with green Chucks and shit. So it's pretty cool to see
That's
that shit.
okay.
Yeah.
Because you got the youngsters nowadays wearing the same shit as a fashion statement
Yeah.
on here.
Saying.
And we're Mexicanos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that just lets you know how far our culture has evolved and keeps continuing to grow. And I love it, man. I'm glad I'm living here to experience that because you and I know what it was like in the 90s,
Yeah.
the 80s, and I go back in the 70s. And
I thought it was dope. Like when the dude on the cruise, I don't know where he was from, but
which one?
remember he came on stage.
Oh,
Like, he
that's
was
right.
so,
No, he was
like-
from the Philippines.
Yeah, so like being able to experience that, like, damn, that shit was tight.
We had a worker on the cruise, right? We did this old school cruise. And, they travel throughout the fucking countries. They don't get off. We get off.
Right.
So there was a worker there, and he was just wanted to meet lighter shaded browns, Filipino, straight there, and didn't speak a word of English, man. And we brought his ass on stage, threw a fucking jersey on. No, he showed up in a Raiders
Yeah, he
jersey,
was
fool.
fresh.
Yeah,
That's
Raiders.
crazy.
Yes, food.
I was like, fool, go get that Rams jersey. Hurry
None
up.
of that.
Damn.
He's like, what?
Yeah, what? Chill, Bella.
Can't deny the
Yeah,
Stilo.
Yeah, man. I
Chicano
mean,
estilo.
just about a week ago, bro, I was pumping gas in San Diego, and some Asian dude that I would never imagine listening to my music, bro. He came on, he's like, "I love your shit, man." I'm like,
He recognized you?
Fucking right.
"What are you talking about? I'm talking about my car." He's like, "Nah, man, I dig your music, my boy. I've followed your career since the beginning." I was like,
And that's a diehard because I'm going to bring this up. Bro, I looked up your music videos. You don't have very many.
"Nah,
Why is that?
I don't know, but with this album, I'm gonna flood the fucking game with videos."
Yeah, I
bro.
think you need to,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do at least 5 or 6 off the album.
I'm
Well,
so
do
happy
it.
you're back, bro.
Yeah, like I don't even have a YouTube channel, none of that. Like this is gonna
Yeah.
be my comeback album, bro. Like the last big release I had was All About Me, which I released from my hospital bed when I had my first stroke in 2012.
Oh shit! I didn't know you had a stroke.
I had 2 of them.
Damn.
Last
Wouldn't
one.
be able to. I couldn't tell.
Right. God is great, man.
Yeah.
You know?
What?
Yeah. So the second one happened to me 5 years ago. And they both happened in my sleep.
Damn.
You stressed out? What they say, man?
Nah.
Don't
When they say all that shit about stress, I mean, stress does. Stress is as much as you make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not gonna fucking cause crazy shit like that.
Was it hereditary? Like
Nah.
people in your family?
Nope. So the first stroke I had, they released me from the hospital with no strict medication, no strict diet, nothing.
Yeah.
You know, they just said I would get better, and I did. 2 years later,
Wow.
I couldn't say P's, I couldn't say B's, I couldn't record. It was frustrating. But the second time around, it was like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I was getting up, and I already knew the symptoms. So I told my wife, I said, I'm having a stroke. Take me to the hospital.
You already knew.
Yeah. So they took me in, and make a long story short, they found this thing called a cavernoma. It's like the size of a BB pellet, a little BB that's attached to the artery on the stem of my brain that supplies oxygen and blood to the left side of my brain. So when it decides to act up, it swells up to the point where it swells up so much, it's like if somebody took a sewing needle and just pricked it real quick. And that bleed is enough to cause a stroke. And yeah.
Who would know something about some shit like that, bro?
Uh-huh.
That's the first time I ever heard. You heard of that?
No.
And
Really?
I mean, I lived my whole life not even knowing, dog. So my neurosurgeon and neurologist is the one that found it and told me that that's what was happening after all the, having all the x-rays and CT scans and all that shit. And then I don't have medication for it. There's no cure for it. You know what I mean? So I was given 3 options, and whoever heard the last podcast or the one prior, it's the same shit. They told me you can have a high-risk surgery where you can bleed out on the table and die. You can have a high-risk surgery where you can end up paralyzed from the neck down, be a vegetable, or just pray to God that he let you wake up every day. So I took the third option.
That's
Yeah.
right. Hey.
Yeah, you don't fuck
And
with
by God's
them.
grace, I'm here.
That's
Yes.
awesome,
Nice.
man.
You
And
know
look
what I
at you, bro. You got a new album coming out with fucking Cube on it. Let me not forget that. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, the whole album, front to back, bro, is just crazy. I mean, production by some dope ass people. Dr. Evil amplified the 2 homies, and I got Cocaine on 2 songs. He's on the song with me and Cube. As a matter of fact, he's doing the hook. So
of course.
What
up, Cocaine? Where you at, homie? Stop,
Yeah.
man. I'm over here chasing you like a hyena. You're in your DMs, man. Get on the damn. I see you over there.
Oh,
Ain't that far. P-Town ain't far.
Big Bro's always wiggling, man. He's up and down.
Nah, I get it.
When I flew him down for the feature, man, he's a cool cat though, man. I've known Coco for a long time, long time. I'm talking 20 plus years. He used to go to San Diego a lot when he still lived out here in Cali.
Oh, so he's not even here. That explains a lot.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So no release date then? It was early 2025?
Early 25, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Gary. He's a big part of the record. He's my manager, and he's the one that makes it all possible. So
I want to, if it's all right, man, just family side, bro. You married? I heard you mention your wife.
I'm married. I have
kids.
my 11-year-old. My younger kids, they're old now. They're 25 and 23. My oldest son and my daughter. Then I have my 11-year-old.
Okay.
So
Oh, boy.
she's the one that runs the house.
That's nice.
The little one, huh?
Mhm. That's how it
Last
goes.
one.
The last one. That's it.
Yeah, we'll see.
The baby.
Yeah, man, I'm too old for that shit.
That's right. What do they think about your success? They see you as dad. They see you as Mr. Shadow. Obviously, I would expect that. But
Right.
What
So
are they-
I mean, when I'm on the road, if it's possible, I always take her and my wife with me. They're my roadies. You know what I mean?
that's right.
They're my tour managers.
Mhm.
And
Keep you in line.
yeah, before my daughter would sit with me and listen to me write. And she likes the whole music side of the industry, you know. She likes the writing, and I would take her to studio sessions with me and my wife, and they would just sit there and watch me work, you know. And it's cool for them to experience that, so they can see how stressful it is and how
For sure.
it's not just sitting down and okay, yeah, let me write this shit real quick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think my daughter appreciates the art that goes into it.
I'm sure they went through those strokes with you too, man. And just to see you in your livelihood and your element right now, I think they're very proud because that's your love.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so it's cool. It's just cool that, you know, we get stopped when we go to the mall, you know, people ask for pictures and shit, and my daughter just trips out.
Yeah.
They clown on me and shit for it. Like, oh, can I take a picture, Mr. Shaq? You know,
I got primas like that too, and primos.
you know, and yeah, man.
What's their favorite song? Does she have one?
She's not supposed to listen to my music, but I catch her sometimes
Yeah.
listening to.
It's the 11-year-old?
Yeah.
That's cute though. Like
My
That is
oldest
cute.
ones, I mean, of course they support my shit. You know, I have a song I dedicated to them. I dropped that song like years ago, and they play it every time they need to hear it.
Okay.
You know?
Which one is that?
That one is called Lullaby,
Okay.
and that one I made for my two eldest, my son and my daughter. Just telling, because at one point in my life I was a single dad. You know, they were 3 and 5, and I put my career on complete hold for them. I had to be a dad
That's right.
before anything.
Talk to him.
So I stepped out of the game for 8 years. And when everybody thought that I fell off and I wasn't doing shit no more, it wasn't because I didn't want to. It's because I had to step up and be a dad to my kids. You know, so that's what I was doing, man. And that's when I wrote that song, and I let them know that if I have to be a daddy and a mama, then that's what I'm going to be. And just reassuring them that I was always going to be there, that it's me and them against the world. Because at the time, I was just me and them too, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And just
You know-
reassuring them that I love them, that I'll always be there for them, that I would sacrifice anything, even my career, for them.
You know what's cool about that song, bro, is that in every song, it's always going to be there.
Yeah.
So no, if they're 20, they're 50, they're sick, they're all, this. My dad made this shit for me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, and I have a similar song called "Newborn Miracle" for my little girl, and this was before she was even born. She's 4 years old. She runs the household now. So I feel you on that.
Yeah.
But just the fact that now she's aware and she knows that song was made for her.
Yeah.
And it's a trip. I mean, look we grew up on Eminem. Look
Yeah.
at Haley.
Yup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Haley
saying?
J.
She's having a kid now.
I know, right?
Fuck.
She's grown.
Uh-huh.
That's dope, bro. I just wanted to touch upon, family, because that's real. That's the real reality right there.
Yep.
And I think that's dope that, you put aside your career, because that's not easy to do, but you stepped up like a man, and, you had to do what you had to do.
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't do it, who would? They'd be...
I wouldn't want no other motherfucker raising my
Nah.
kids.
And that's the
Hell
whole
no.
thing. Like, their mom now is she tries to be the best mom she could, which kudos to her. But back then, when they were 3 and 5, she just wasn't trying to be a mom.
So their oldest are with another.
Yeah, well, my first marriage.
Got you. Okay.
My second marriage since I've been with her since 2009. That's my 11-year-old's mom. But
What's crazy is you guys both started out so early in the game. Like your careers began when you guys were teenagers, right?
yeah,
So taking that time out to become a parent, like, was there any second guessing it at all, or just naturally you're just like, doesn't matter what happens after this?
nah,
Good
because
Could always
I
come back.
mean, their well-being was my main concern. I didn't care about music. I didn't care about nothing but taking care of them. And luckily, I had the money to do so. I had.
You were built up by then?
Yeah, I was
Financially?
well off.
Wow,
I could just be there with them every day.
that's dope.
So
Hey, well, you're a good dad. Shit.
one thing, that's one thing I could brag about. Even my kids always remind me that I'm a good dad. So
That's what's
That's
up.
I
right.
take pride in that. You know what
That's
I mean?
rewarding, bro.
I think
It
being
is.
being in this industry too, like that plays a big part where like you're able to just spend that time with them in
Yeah.
the studio.
Yeah, I mean, because every time you step out of the house, dog, you got to make sure you come back home to them.
Yup.
You feel me?
Yep.
You can't go astray, and then shit could happen, and then we're not promised tomorrow, bro.
Right.
So, every day I tell them that I love them every single day, no matter where I'm at, and I make sure I come home to them,
And they're good.
yeah, I mean,
That's what's up.
there's no better feeling than coming home to your family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was
To your house.
Bro,
Wow.
man, I'm telling you, I had my first kid at 41, bro. Cause I waited. I played the motherfucking field, dog.
Yeah, your first
I
kid
played
at
the
41?
filler, yeah.
Damn, I had mine at 18. My first
See,
Oh, wow.
one. My second one at 21.
see, who didn't die? I probably would have been yourself. I probably.
But you
would've
know
put my
what?
shit
You know what's
aside.
crazy though, dog? I had them because I didn't think I was gonna make it to 21.
Ooh, okay, I feel that.
So there was a reason why I decided to get my kid young and get married young, was because I didn't think I was gonna make it to 21 the way I was living.
Yeah, Amici Park.
Yeah, well, even outside of that, dog, like I was the youngest dealing with 50 and 60-year-old man, drug dealing and shit, and selling guns and whatnot. So
Damn, like that, dog.
Yeah,
I don't
dog,
know,
like-
man.
it was more than just being in the neighborhood. Like that shit was teenager shit. But when I was 16, 17, 18, like yeah, it was
Damn.
crazy. But if those walls could talk, bro.
That's right.
So you had like a
That's
sense of
right.
urgency in a way to
right.
get that going.
Yeah, I had to. You know what I mean? And it had to be something where I could come back every day and be cool.
Right.
You just gotta do your shit strategically, man. Everything plays out.
So let's talk about, because we haven't hit the Mayhem click.
Oh,
I remember you had started that was Little One, right?
not Little Rob.
Little Rob.
Yeah.
Okay, educate
So
me.
after his low profile days, and he wasn't fucking with Royal no more. We linked up from that night, and then my boy Uno, Little One, reintroduced us a few weeks later, a month, I don't remember. And as a matter of fact, the day that he reunited me and Rob, he got arrested. We were at a park. They pulled up, and they took Little One.
I think he told us that. Yeah.
And but me and Rob linked up, and then it was every day after that. You know what I'm saying? And so before he was gonna drop his next album, and I dropped my next album, my first album, it was gonna be Little Rob and Shadow, the Mayhem Clique. And then we were gonna do his album and then my album. But
So Little One was never part of the Mayhem clique.
no,
Damn.
no. Me and Little One have a group called the Mistas.
Oh, that's what it was. The M's. My bad.
Yeah.
I got twisted.
So the Mistas is me and Little One.
Got it.
Mayhem
And that was
clique.
after Mayhem clique.
Yeah,
Got it. I
Yeah.
see some people brought it up in the chat.
yeah,
Was
yeah.
that when?
Mayhem Clique was me and Rob. That was back in 96, 97.
Just Food says, shout outs to Royalty, bringing Fubu slides back. Fucking chat is lit right now. Oh, man, life is always, okay, man, shout outs to everybody here. A song that comes to mind, and it was one of them I used to bang all the time, and this was After Till I Die, was you and Little Ones. I'm so excited. Got my bitch on my dick, and I know she won't ride it. I'm so, bro. Number one. Okay, hold on. Was that VMF's beat?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
That whole album was VMF.
Was that the Misters or no?
That was one of the first songs the Mistas did.
Damn.
Look at her girl.
Mm-hmm.
She looking at us.
Yeah,
Fucking Little One's evil laugh.
Yeah.
yeah. So we wrote that song at Little One's house on his dining room table, and it's funny. The hook, the TV was playing, and it was Saved by the Bell that was just playing off in the distance.
Shout outs to Mario Lopez.
Shout out
Yeah,
Bayside one
shout out to
time.
Mario Lopez. He recently made a post about his uncle, and he put "Till I Die" in the background.
Hey,
Right.
rapping.
Okay.
You know, he's from Dago, so
Pulling out his Latino side finally. Nah, fuck with you.
He's been engaging since Fool's Gone Wild. you know?
Yeah,
That fool
yeah,
just got-
right,
That fool just got a
exactly.
star or some shit.
Yeah.
He got like a
Oh
star
yeah, yeah.
on
It was on Hall of
Hollywood.
Fame. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
I saw his family pic. Yeah.
Go ahead, Slater.
That shit was tight.
Slater.
Yeah, so that shit was playing off in the distance, and I don't know if you remember the episode where Jesse Spano was fucking standing in front of her locker, and she goes, "I'm so excited," and she was singing and shit.
No shit. That was your song?
That's what.
Oh, that's where you got the
that's
idea
where we
from.
got the idea from.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that shit. I ain't
That's
gonna
where
lie.
Uno got the idea
Yo.
from. And Little One heard it, and he was like, "You know what? I'm so excited. Got your bitch on my dick, and the whole want to ride it out." Yeah, that shit sound pretty dope. And we finished the hook and did the song.
That's
Clip
full
that.
circle.
Yeah. Get that.
We need to
clip.
get that clip. I didn't even know that. That's
That's
history
funny,
right there.
Yeah, they should do a reel with her singing "I'm so excited" with the hook in the background and shit.
Sample that shit or something.
That's a fun fact right there. Never
Man,
would
that
have
song
thought.
used to go, bro. I used to bump the shit out of that song.
Yeah.
So no more albums. Okay, so then after that, there was. I mean, did you do any more work with Little One after that?
Yeah, we did a lot of work, bro. So we did the Misters album with Royalty. He owns the first one, and then the homie Bundy actually owns a Mister album that's never came out.
That's right. I was
Yeah.
calling everything else from A to Z. Fucking Bundy. What up, Bundy?
Yeah, Bundy got an arsenal, bro. He got music for days. Shout out to Bundy and Blackie and Lil Sicko. Those are the homies.
Happy
man.
birthday, G, too, man. Their dad.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck, dog. I feel like we ain't even spoken like years, bro. I know it's been, I don't know. When was the last time we spoke? Prior to the Chicano festival, right, in San
Yeah.
Diego, where
Yeah.
we actually performed 61909.
Yeah.
But I think the crowd was a little, bro. It was an
was a
all day
long day.
festival.
Yeah, I
They
think
were just,
they were ready to go home.
they were
Shit.
burned. They were still live.
Yeah, they were.
But we didn't catch them at their prime. You know what I mean? Like, but I think we need to perform that song, man, together.
It'd be dope.
Maybe on the Blackout podcast. Maybe
What?
tonight. You know what I'm
Maybe you're right
saying?
about now.
in like 5 minutes.
We got 223 tapped in right now. I mean, do we do it on YouTube or do we do it on TikTok?
TikTok.
Yeah, we're going to do it on TikTok, guys. So look, I'm going to give you guys a heads up right now. And this is the reason why. Not just because we want more followers on TikTok, but you already know. Shout out to the blockheads. When we play music on here, fucking YouTube likes to flag it, and then they could probably kick us off in the middle of the performance. I ain't gonna lie. That's how they get. So would you be down to do a performance with me, dog, and do the song once?
You really trying to do it?
I mean,
I'm down.
I don't know when I'm gonna see you again. I mean, he doing a song with Cube and shit. My boy
Been
going to
waiting for
do.
this. Go.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
We
All
in the
right, I
stew.
guess we're doing it then.
Hey.
All right, so make sure you guys jump over on TikTok. All right, it's the Blackout Podcast. Talk to him, Danny.
probably like within like the next 10 minutes. 10 minutes, go to the Blackout Podcast on TikTok, and you'll see them perform it.
Shit, grab something to drink.
Other than that, super chat. Let us know any questions for Shadow, because bro, I mean, I can't remember the last time we had these high numbers. This is high for the Blackout, you know.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Thank you, brother, for blessing. I think you and I, we create this type of magic, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just all you. I don't know. You don't do many interviews, so that could be that.
Man, maybe.
Click Out One, Bad Boy was the same way.
Yeah.
He did numbers, boy. But I'm glad you guys came out of your shells, whatever you want to call it, man. And I'm happy that you came here and sat with me tonight,
No, thank you guys for having me, man.
and the crew. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Much love.
We go way back. Like I said, 20, 28, 30
Hey,
years.
that's all we were saying all weekend. 619.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's funny. A lot of people, when I go live, when on posts and shit, they like always mention 61909, bro.
I think that's a majority of the reason why they're here too, bro. I mean, I might take 30% of that credit. Right? You can have the rest of the 70. I don't give a fuck. Oh, well, no, okay, I'll take 10, and the girls will take 20%.
What about me?
Okay, but Bob will get 5%. And some B-dubs, you know what I'm saying? But
Give me a gift card.
is there a Untouchables album coming? That's a question in the chat.
Untouchables. Untouchables is already out. I don't know if there's gonna be a part 2.
Isn't that the one you do with a Misfit Soto?
Yeah, Misfit, Conejo, and Little One.
That's right. I remember that. That shit was dope.
Yeah.
Shout outs to
Again,
Misfit
another
Soto.
record that didn't really get the recognition it deserves.
Right.
That album was pretty dope.
Let's see here. I know there was another one. Yeah, I think you mentioned. Go ahead.
They keep asking about the track El Matador. Like now,
El
I'm confused.
Matador.
That was it, bro. That was Until I Die, right?
Yeah.
That was the shit.
That was the one with the guitars and shit.
Okay, maybe that was that one. Yeah. That's
Wait. Okay, so can you clarify for those that are confused as fuck now about this track?
El Matador is just one of the tracks on Until I Die.
Mm.
A lot of people love it for some reason. I mean, to me, it was just another track. Of course, a Steve Vicious beat. But that song, I was inebriated, to say the least.
Dang.
You know, I was just talking to my cousin about this when we were eating a little while ago. Born Without a Conscience, my second album, I wrote most of that shit while I was under some kind of hallucinogen at the cemetery. You know,
Yeah.
I would see some crazy shit.
Hmm.
So,
There you go. Clip that one.
Crazy.
But now you're sober October?
yeah,
Wow.
Sick.
I don't even drink.
Ask shout out about
Nothing.
Dios es mi testigo.
Dios es mi testigo. That's another song I did for my kids in Spanish. So that means God is my witness in English. But the song is in Spanish. I dedicated that song to all 3 of my kids. It's basically like a lullaby, but in Spanish.
There you go. As you
That's
should.
tight.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
They're asking about your new album. Are you gonna do any CDs on it?
Actually, I am going to press a certain amount. There's going to be a website up and running here in the next few weeks, MrShadow.com.
You gotta get on it, my boy. My boy ain't on social media. No, you're on Instagram, but
That's it. I don't have
That's it.
TikTok. I don't have nothing else. So
Right.
Facebook is linked to my Instagram. So when I post something on my Instagram, it goes to my Facebook. But
yeah.
it's, you know what I mean? Like I'm not active like there's fools I post every single day. You know?
Multiple times.
I might hire somebody to do that shit because it just ain't me.
Yeah.
I'm not too tech savvy when it comes to getting the most out of a page or whatever.
Yeah.
So
how crazy is it, bro? That like because you've been away, but the fact that you're one of the most respected, and to come back and just you know what I'm saying, and hear that and embrace it.
I mean, it's been a blessing that God's always given me, bro. It's like staying relevant no matter what. Like that's just a true following, you know.
Yeah.
And I thank God for all my followers. God bless every one of them because without them, we're nothing, bro. Like
I think that's what keeps you in the game.
without fans,
The humbleness.
we're nothing, bro. I mean, straight up. You know, who would stream, who would download, who would buy, who would, encourage you to put more music out. When's the new shit dropping? You know what I'm saying? Like I stopped listening to rap a long time ago, bro. And one of the things I hate doing is listening to my own stuff. I don't like it. It's
You don't listen to nobody?
nobody.
No? Wow.
Nothing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's hot, who's not.
So what are you listening to then?
I'm listening to weird stuff, bro. Like Piero. I'm listening to. Yeah, see, you don't even know who that is.
Nah.
That's an artist from Spain. He plays like the Mexican group Los Panchos, but it's crazy. Some
That's how you stay original, though. Being out the loop, low key.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah. I'm not
Facts.
trying to sound or bite anybody.
Yep.
You know, I listen to a lot of reggae. I listen
Hell
to a lot
yeah.
of worship music. I listen to oldies. I listen to rock, vintage rock. I listen to a lot of like Mayer Hawthorne. I listen to.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I listen
Soldies?
to.
What about Soldies?
I listen to oldies.
Yeah.
Certain ones. You know. I
Los,
listen-
what about Los Yesterdays?
yeah,
the
Sacred
Altons?
Souls.
Yeah.
yeah, of course. But as far as rap, I don't listen to any rap. You know, the last album I heard that was rap was Dr. Kokenstein because I supported him and I bought his album, which is Cocaine's new album, double album.
Okay.
I ordered it. He sent it to me. I listened to it, and then I put it away. Respectfully. You know, I don't listen to rap, bro. as weird as it might sound,
But your ear's still open for good music.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Corridos? No corridos?
Oh yeah, corridos, banda.
Who's your top right now? Like, what about today's corridos? As far as like La Fuerza Regida.
Yeah,
like,
JOPs and all that. I'll skip through them, but I like the old stuff, bro.
right.
You know what I mean? Like I'll go back to
Legado Siete or
yeah, you know.
before
what I mean?
that too.
Yeah, like I'm talking Chalino. I'm
El As
talking
de la
like,
Sierra.
Not tumbados, belicones,
Yeah.
none of that.
yeah, like you gotta remember, like Chalino was the very first one who made narco corridos, dog. You know, he's the granddaddy of that shit. So I listen to him. I listen to Cornelio Reina. I listen to, you know what I mean. I listen to.
I do too,
I listen
so.
to Maná. I listen to Café Tacuba. I listen to. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Maná.
Oh yeah.
Hey, let's get Shadow on a DJ, play some Oh Yeah Mi Amor type shit. Really quick, bro. I want to run through these questions, short answers. All right.
Yeah.
Zero Till Die Part 2, Till I Die Part 2 ever coming out?
I don't know that it is. I mean, it's crazy because I started recording something with the homie from Arizona. Shout out to Rascal. We did a Till I Die Part 2, but I don't think it did any justice to the old one.
What happened with Diablo and Shadow Beef?
That was all fabricated.
Okay.
I'm gonna be straight up. The batallas that are out there that seem like we're going at each other. If you listen to them, my verses are from Soy Mexicano, and his verses are from his first album too. And the producer took made beats, took the verses, put them, and it made it seem like we're going at each other.
Clickbait.
And they made a part 1 and a part 2, and they did very well in Mexico, dog. Super well, you know. And but they were all fabricated. It was all fake. But we're homies. We're good. You know what I mean? Like I just talked to him a couple weeks ago.
Good.
Yeah.
How did he meet OJ the Great?
How did I meet OJ the Great? I met him. We just met up one day, bro. Cause I ran into his page and I heard his shit. Oh, he reached out. Then I started following him. And homeboy's so underrated, bro. He's super dope. Super dope. He's from Tulare County. He's just
Oh, is that right?
he's like a Mexican Rick Ross, bro.
Okay.
He's dope. So if you haven't heard him, I suggest you guys listen to him. OJ the Great, and he also has a restaurant in Old Town San Diego called Flor Farm to Table, which him and his wife own. Some of the bombest food you'll ever taste.
There you go. I'm gonna have to come
Authentic
check it out.
Mexican, yeah.
When we go do that Steve
the best
Vicious
spot.
interview, let's go.
Let me know when. Yeah, let's do that.
Hey, do me a favor, everybody in the chat, man. Just hit that like button. All 192 of you. That's it. Just hit the like button once. It's free to do that. Mr. Mayhem says, smokers, grooves, haters, and gangbanging won't stop was my favorite from him.
That's what's up. Good looking out.
That's what's up. We got some minutes here. We're going to go ahead and switch over to TikTok right now, guys. But for those that decide not to come see the performance, which I don't know what you're thinking because you're going to see this right now live. All right, Mr. Shout ODM Performance 61909. What you want to let your fans know, bro, your support?
Yeah, so in a few weeks, like I said, I'm going to have the website up and running, MrShadow.com. You'll find updates, tour dates. You'll find merch, the new album. And there will be limited printed copies of CDs and vinyl. Collector item type shit.
Dope.
And the CDs will have a lock on them where you can't rip them, you can't download them.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't upload them to the YouTube. You could only hear it on your shit.
That's tight.
I'm gonna need a vinyl. I got a vinyl player. So.
Oh, that's what's up. I'm gonna press vinyl, and yeah, man. For any more info before the website, just go to my Instagram page, and I'll be uploading snippets of the songs. And I don't know, who knows? Maybe I'll leak a little bit of that Ice Cube joint.
Come on, man. We waiting on that, bro. We waiting on that. And we got to get another ODM, Mr. Shadow for sure, bro.
that's
Maybe
done.
for ODM shit as well.
Let's do it.
Mr. Shadow 619 on Instagram. Make sure you guys go tap in with him. Matter of fact, tap in right now because we're switching over to TikTok. You give us about five minutes. We'll be over there performing 61909 up next. The Blackout Podcast. Let's go.